Another day, another new experience of running in the freezing cold. 25 degrees today, which is way better than the other day. Got 6 miles, not familiar with the route, but I got it on my watch. We'll see how it goes. I just got new shoes. I got new shoes the other day from the exchange, but those are Hoka's and I love them, but I also wanted another pair of On Cloud, whatever they're called. They're my current running shoes. The Cloud Monster 2 are like my main workhorse shoes. This literally is an unboxing, but I just want to share this moment. It smells like, well, it smells like plastic, to be honest. I just got back from seeing my physical therapist, who is just freaking wonderful. And he had been helping me deal with the plantar fasciitis issue that I was having for 4 months last year. So we looked at it today, and he actually thinks it's some inflammation of the Achilles tendon, which is wonderful to hear. So I'm on my long run on Saturday, and I had
to do this one alone, not with a group, because I'm having some Achilles soreness. Delightful. And so I'm going down to my old stomping grounds, which is Shelby Park and Bottoms. And I have been running here for 15 years or so, but I haven't been to this particular part since like having flashbacks. I ran a like 15K like years and years ago. Anyway, I'm halfway. I'm supposed to run 8 miles today. That will definitely be as far a distance as I've run in a single jaunt. And so its first half was pretty good. Just trying to take it slow. So just pick it up. In the kitchen. I have not filmed anything this week except like outside sounds and sunsets and animals. That's all I kind of felt like doing. But my girlfriend sent me this box of like, it had soups, it had rolls, it had cookies, it came with a ladle. Like, it's raining. It's not raining right now, but it's raining. It has been raining all week in Nashville. I haven't been here. I got back home yesterday after being gone for almost 2 weeks. And dealing with some heavy life shit that I feel like I have not even remotely begun to process. And I came in last night and I was like, everything must go in my refrigerator. Now I'm gonna have to like go out and go to the grocery store and get some stuff on this disgusting day where I do not feel like getting dressed. And this arrived at my door. So I'm heating up the first soup. It's like 2 o'clock. I don't even have my watch on. I don't know what time it is because I'm filming on my phone. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon though. And I think I had a bowl of granola earlier. And my powdered coffee. So this is gonna be just delightful. And this roll, it's so moist. I mean, I'm trying not to eat it until I get the soup warmed because I don't want to have to eat 2 rolls, but I might have to eat all of them. So as I tried to get back into my regular routine, I am here in the coat closet. obviously you kind of can see some coats to down here. Anyway, I actually did get some work done today. I did some video editing. I did some research for VO artists, and I'll be doing a whole other edit later. It's only 12:52. I feel like I'm within the lunch hour, but I've been at this for a minute because I'm an idiot and decided my boyfriend has just experienced, like 3 weeks of like back-to-back emotional trauma. And I just want him to have a place to put his hats, as one does. So I just took everything out of this closet that did need to be, I got this on Etsy a couple of years ago, handmade, and they hold hats like that. Got a third. I think there actually is going to be room right here to make it 3 perfect little rows, but it comes home in less than 24 hours. And not only do I have to kind of finish in here, at least with this experiment, but I also have to clean the room that I messed up, that I put everything in, and then it's a mess. So we're not back in our routines yet. I really like focusing my energy on this though right now. So there's that. Been away, maybe obviously, maybe not, for probably a month, maybe longer. It has felt like an excruciatingly long period of time, and to probably just cull it down into one thing: life be lifin'. Life is crazy. I think that maybe is the same for many of you trying to figure out what the hell is going on in the US. There's a lot. So it's kind of like if you have anything at all going on in your personal life, like, how do you show up? In my case, I just don't. I did not have the emotional or physical energy to jump on anywhere, and it just sucks because I know that was necessary for a variety of reasons. I just didn't want to show up and be less than anything, especially after my last conversation here where I was specifically talking about how I show up and why I show up, and also, ironically, talking about consistency and how I'm gonna try to be better this year. And then the universe is like, immediately no. That is still my goal. I do have a lot of the same goals. Really, nothing has changed on that front. But I think going through a kind of traumatic emotional experience will demand that you take the time, whether you want to or not. In addition to that, I have kind of a recurring injury. If you follow any of my running stuff, you know that I've had problems with my foot since last year. I thought through some medical interventions we had figured out what it was and fixed it, but then it kind of turned into something else. So it has basically meant that along with, not doing anything else for the past 3 weeks, I've also not been running at all, and that has not been good. It's not been good for many things. But this week, I have to get back to my routines. I have to get back to doing, the things that make me who I am, the way I kind of get things going. And sometimes I think people don't even realize they have routines because they're not like super rigid about them or disciplined or whatever. But a lot of us kind of wake up and do the same thing every day. Even if the nature of your work changes or your location changes, you still kind of wake up and maybe do things in a certain order. And so I tried to do it last week. I made it to the gym like once, and I did not really do well on getting things together. Otherwise, there was just like too much stuff going on. But this week has been a lot better for me. It's only Wednesday, but I'm already feeling proud of myself, obviously. So good for me. Yay for me. We're working on it. But, 3 days at the gym, I've been having to cycle instead of running. And I have an appointment and physical therapy next week. And, we're going to try and get this foot thing figured out. If that means not running, then that means not running. But I'm going to try and keep as much of the fitness as possible. And on the mental health side of it, just doing something, getting some movement in and trying to preserve that fitness is going to be crucial. Taking a break like that means that I am way behind, just way behind. I had started one course already, was doing really well in it, and literally drop off for 3 weeks. Another course started like the day that I had to leave. And so this is like 3 weeks later, I'm joining it for the first time. So I have to catch up on live calls and everything that I have missed because these courses aren't supposed to last a year. There's nothing I could do differently, so I'm not going to, think about it in any other kind of way. I'm just going to take it as it is and move forward and try to make the best of it. These things happen. I have lived for a while thinking and not wanting to plan things in my life because I thought, they might get canceled or I might be having to deal with this. And even getting insurance on certain things, like it's not always helpful. It's not always going to work. And so you can end up losing a lot of money that way. And I definitely have lost some money canceling things at the last minute because, other things have come up. And I don't want to necessarily make that a recurring thing, but I also feel like maybe that is just something that I have to kind of budget and just be like, these are the unexpected things that come up. Fortunately, I didn't have to cancel any work commitments because I didn't have a lot at the time, but it did mean with all of that good energy I had in January, just to completely drop it for 3 weeks. I just lost that momentum, just like in my work, in my physical running ambition, I guess, training, development. And I'm just trying to get back onto it. And it's hard. It's very overwhelming. And I think the only thing that helps is time and taking these small steps to get back into my routine as much as possible. And we'll kind of see. Like this video alone is showing a little bit about where I am right now. Looking back over the past couple of weeks and realizing like this is almost all footage of me running or working out or talking about that. And that's not my whole life, but that just is what got filmed because I didn't and wasn't in a position to really talk about or do anything else. So if you've been there, feel free to reach out and say, this is relatable, because I know it's relatable, but it's also nice just to hear it repeated back. I went through something similar about this time last year. Ironically, I feel like I'm wearing the same sweatshirt, which is really just because it's very comfortable. But now I'm just like, oh, there's so many more like ironic little parallels. I was able to move past that one as well in time. And I know that will happen with this one. Not moving past, but moving forward. Catching up and still trying to redefine what it is I want to be doing with my business. So as things change, what are you going to do, right? We're just going to move forward. So that's what we're doing.